Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Rodgers on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
This is Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
59, check, 59. 3 bars.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Look at this, middle of the field, Blakely. Touchdown, Packers. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this one caught by Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big gain there for the Bills.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Singletary. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Singletary again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. 7 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. 52. Hey, Mike 51.
Allen going to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen now looks to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Allen flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Jones, and he is going to lose yardage here. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby.
Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's just me and you.
56, 56.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, watch the lane.
51's the Mike, boy. 51. I got you. I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check 13. Check out.
Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
Rodgers now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Hey, let's get this. Mike, check, 59.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
59's Mike, check.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, hold.
Pass. Hey, Mike 51. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On play action, Allen out to his left. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 51. No, watch one. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Coming.
Stop.
51 to Mike, bro. 51. So we got man.
To the air, Allen. He's got it. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Packer away. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Open man right side is St. Brown. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hold the blood. Hold. Check. Hey, alert 3.
Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter. This time to move out in front. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Here's Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
You go
busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Slant to Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Allen going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because Vic, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Allen is actually going to throw it here, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch out, watch out. Check it out.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So Allen's going to look to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. The Bills will add on to their lead.
Partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.